folks, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the Matchday Tavern. How are we all doing, Taverners? My name is Key. We are live for Liverpool versus Leeds, the final watch-along, the final watch-along of the Liverpool pre-season tour of the US, anyway. Not the final watch-along, really, in the grander scheme of things. This game is live on All Red LFC TV if you're wanting to watch along with us. For whatever reason, the lineups haven't come on. Maybe I need to refresh the lineups because normally they come up on that right-hand side. Oh, we've got Liverpool. There you go. Liverpool's is there. I don't think there'll be any. There you go. That's what we needed. So we've got Liverpool's lineup. We've got Leeds' lineup. Perfect. That's all we needed. We're great. We're all good. Right. LFCV Leeds. Sorry, I'm just putting it on the old All Red channel. Watch live. That's us. We're 5 minutes to kick off. Great to see everyone anyway in the chat. Lovely to see you all. How we doing? How we feeling on this 9 p.m. kickoff on the Sunday night? Hopefully you've had a lovely weekend, whatever you've been doing with it. And you're ready for the big first week of August ahead. Whatever's going on in your life, hopefully it's all good. Hopefully your health is good, your family's good, and all that good stuff as well. Catherine Duffin, how's it going? Great to see you back in. Lovely. Vloggers life. 3-2 Leeds win last minute. Shitbag. 3-star, how's it going? Apologies I was a little bit late, by the way. Me dad, me old man, he's a bit of a technophobe, God love him. He's a lovely, lovely guy, my dad. I'd love to show him to you one day. I'd love to show. He's the guy who made football for me. He's my idol. He's the guy I look up to. He's me dad. Like all of our dads, I guess. But I was very, very lucky. And it got to kick off. And he said, oh, how do I get the game on? How do I get the game on? He wants to watch the game as well. How do I get the game on? And I could have been a shitbag and said, no, I'm going to go and watch it myself. Figure it out yourself. You lousy old so-and-so. But no, I couldn't. So I'm sorry I was a little bit late. I apologise. I had to get the game on for me dad. So he's now chilling watching the game. I've guided him through it. He's got the game on. Reece 6-0 to Leeds. No surprise there. Can't wait for Betis to snot you lads in midweek. We're going to be watching that, don't you worry. Rasta! Hey, Rasta! How you feeling about Vinny? Is Vinny going to Arsenal, Rasta? There's my hero, Robbie Fowler, on the touchline. How desperately Liverpool could do with him back in the side, eh? Julius, good to see you, Julius. How are you, mate? How are you feeling about Spurs' upcoming season? Who else have we got in the chat? Rush Fowler, big up Key. Looking forward to seeing some of the big guns. Yes, some big players in this lineup today. We'll go through the lineup shortly. We are 3 minutes or so away from kickoff. Although all of these pre-season games in the US have slightly dragged on. For whatever reason, they've always kicked off about 10 minutes later than they should have actually kicked off. So that's why I was a little bit less worried, to be honest, about being bang on time tonight. Because I'm almost certain, even though the game's due to kick off in 3 minutes, I'm almost certain it ain't kicking off in 3 minutes. The players aren't even out on the pitch. Phil Thompson and Robbie Fowler are ready. Maybe we'll see them on the pitch soon. Need them, get them in the shirts. Could do with them playing this season. Ollie Marley, how's it going? Doing Bodo on Tuesday. No, I'm not doing Bodo Glimpse on Tuesday. Tuesday we're doing Shamrock Rovers. Shamrock Rovers versus Ignatia. Who's that? Who's that? Is that Momo Sissoko? Who is it? Is it an ex-player? Who is that? Can anyone tell me who's Josh Blackwell? He's a cornerback of the Chicago Bears. Looked a little bit like Momo Sissoko in a cap there for a moment. Because Momo Sissoko sports a bit of a beard these days. I haven't got audio on, so I don't know. But he's a fullback, a quarterback, a linebacker. I don't know. Someone for the Chicago Bears anyway. Okay, Diaries, come on, Reds. Joe, I'm going to laugh my arse off if Bruno doesn't go to Arsenal. Looks like the deal is stalling ever since he met Eisler. Behave yourself, Joe. Don't hang your hopes on that. He's definitely going. He's definitely going, I promise. Faith, opinions on Tranmere v Rochdale yesterday. A horrific penalty shootout, wasn't it? It was a shocking penalty shootout. Reece, not another stupid opening ceremony for every game like the World Cup, is it? Well, I tell you what, there is maybe a lot like the World Cup. The pitches are a real problem for football teams in the US because they have to be. Obviously, we're playing in a baseball stadium, aren't we? I think this is a baseball stadium principally, so it's normally got sand on it. So they've layered turf over the top, and it's just a bit of a mess. And it's been like that in a lot of the preseason games in the US. Players get injured a lot. This is why I'm kind of hoping that Alexander Isak doesn't play for Liverpool tonight. Let's go through the lineups, by the way. We have got a little bit of a stronger lineup than we've seen maybe so far for both Liverpool and Leeds. We'll start with Leeds United. They've got Alex Kearns in goal, Jayden Bogle, Joe Rodon, new signing Tarek Muaremovic. I was talking about him the other day. Tarek Muaremovic starting at the back with Rodon and Bogle. James Justin is also on the other side. In midfield, they've got Ethan Ampadu, Al Tanaka, Gabriel Goodmanson, and then a front three of Stack. Well, I guess Stack's probably going to be more of a midfielder. I don't know why he's listed in attack, but Anton Stack is in midfield. Dan James and Lucas Nemecha are the front two. I guess it'll be Nemecha as the sole centre forward and Dan James just off him. Ampadu, Tanaka, probably part of that central midfield, alongside Stack, I would think. But there you go. That looks to me like maybe a 4-5-1. 4-5-1 or a 4-4-1-1 possibly. For Liverpool, let's have a look at the Liverpool lineups. It's Mamadashvili in goal, Frimpong on the right, Ifeanyi Ndukwe, who has been a bit of a star of this tournament for Liverpool, and Ndukwe. Unfortunately, he can't play for Liverpool this season due to the lack of a work permit, I believe. He's not able to play no matter what we do. And I think he would be a really talented player to include in the squad. He has sufficiently impressed a lot of Liverpool fans. His calmness, his composure on the ball. The way he's glided about the games that he's took part in. He's been very composed. I like him a lot. So he's a good prospect for Liverpool. And Ndukwe, rumours that he might have to go out on loan at the start of the season. Luke Chambers is going to play at centre-back, even though he's, again, principally a bit of a more of a left-back, if anything. And Kerkez is playing at left-back tonight, which is what you want to see. Kerkez and Frimpong probably are two starting full-backs. Nyoni is in midfield with Soboslai and Kieran Morrison. And then probably Liverpool's starting attack this season, unless Barcola does come in, our starting front three for that game at Newcastle United is almost certainly going to be Florian Wirtz, Rio Ngamoa, Alexander Isak. They're the three that we're almost certainly going to see for Liverpool in that first game at St James's Park. Liam Vernon, how's it going, high key? Had a really shit day at work. Worked with the public and just got really rude customers. In the nicest possible way, mate. I don't mean this in a horrible way. I don't think that's ever going to change. I really just don't think that ever changes. You're going to get that working with the public. There's going to be divvies who come in, who've had a horrible, horrible day, and they're going to take it out on you. That's how it works, unfortunately, in customer-facing roles. And it's nothing against you. It really isn't. It's nothing against you. You almost have to have that mindset of, it's not my thing. It's nothing to do with me. They're just angry at life today, and I'm the guy who's taking the brunt of it. So it's a hard gig. It's a very hard gig, customer-facing stuff. I've never thankfully had to do it for very long, but I can't imagine how people in customer-facing roles paint the smile on, do it day in, day out. You're a better man than I, mate. Much better man than I. It's a very, very tough gig. I certainly wasn't built for it. Leon, has it started? It's not started yet, no, mate. It was meant to be a 9 p.m. kickoff. It's 5 minutes past 9. And they're just singing You'll Never Walk Alone in the stadium. The players are lined up for the national anthem. George, hello Taverners. I'm buzzing from last night, but I'm fuming. My dad got mixed up. He decided to tell me the next game was in Dublin, and he just assumed it was in Betis. Yeah, I was going to say, no, it is in Dublin. Yeah. Phil Bidwell, Key, what's your opinion on the rumour Arsenal is going to sign Vinny? He's not going. No, it's nonsense. He's using him to get a new contract at Madrid. It's not even certain. It's not even in like 1%. According to a lot of sources, Vinny's agent has contacted Bayern, has contacted Liverpool, he's contacted everyone just to get somebody else at the table. Come on. Nobody's biting. The only team that's bit is Arsenal. God love him. Catherine, will Gakpo leave? I really hope not. I think it'd be a terrible decision if Gakpo leaves, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Sadly, I think he's a really good player, and I don't want to see him go. Hey, Shell's back. People have been asking about you, Shell, in the chat. People have been saying, where's Shell? I said she's only been away a few days. I think Everton have had pre-season games, got a lot going on, but we always ask after you, Shell. I hope you're good, love. I really hoping you're feeling good, feeling positive, and you're you've had some good results for Everton in the last few days. Everton have signed Norgard. They have, yes, big signing that for Everton. Bradley, can this Premier League just hurry up? I know. Yeah, listen, do you know what? I watched Hibernian versus Motherwell earlier today. I don't know if you caught it. What a game it was. Fantastic end to the game. And it just made me dead excited because it was actually a really, really entertaining game. And I thought, we can't wait for the Prem to start. I'm so excited. I'm going to watch every single game I can with you guys. Hashim, has the match started? It's not yet, mate. No, 3 minutes past, 5 minutes now past the started kick-off time. It should have been. Tom, can you show the game? I guess I could show the game in theory. I can mechanically do it. Like, I could just turn the camera and show you the game. But as soon as I do, the live gets suspended. My account gets banned. So it's just not worth it. I'd love to show you the game. I promise you. Nothing would give me greater pleasure because for a short spell, I'd probably make a fair bit in terms of, not like money or anything, but views, followers, it'd all go up, I'm sure. But the channel will get banned within 5 minutes. So, sorry, Tom, I really am not me being a funny bugger. I promise you, I'd love to do it, but I just can't. Swifty, such an Everton signing that cheap and a solid old pro, 7 out of 10. I think it's a smart signing, I do. Pete, come on, Key, congratulations to Arsenal for winning a European trophy, the Costa Brava Cup. Hey, Gooners Villains, make an EPL fantasy group, Key. I have, mate. I have. It's in the description. If you want to join the Matchday Tavern Fantasy League, you absolutely can do. You just need to click in the description to this live. Make sure you've liked the live and subscribed before you do. But make sure you hit the description. Right at the bottom of the description, you'll see a link to join our Fantasy League. You can enter your team in there. And if you win the Matchday Tavern Fantasy League, you will get a personalised tankard, the golden tankard. We're getting a trophy made, and it will have engraved on it, Matchday Tavern, Fantasy Premier League winner, 26-27 at the end of this season. The golden tankard will be yours if you win the Matchday Tavern Fantasy League. It will be, I'll personally send it to you. I'll send it to you, I'll do whatever if you want a little letter to go with it, it's yours. Hammer the likes. Yes, Milky Moo. Milky's in. How's it going, Milk? We're off and underway now. 41 seconds in. Lisha Key, shows how much you've grown up, eh? In another life, you'd have given Tom the most sarcastic answer. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe. I have matured a bit. Jordan, that's so cringe. You ain't no big creator, lad. Embarrassing. Hey, and you're watching me, Jordan. Again, repeatedly. Here we go. Ryan, the Quantum of Solace will be my FPL name. Oh, good grief. Solace. I am, yes, Manchester United fan. I am live on there as well. I'm live on the purple app and the green app as well. Joe says he's gutted about Eddie Howe leaving, but we got Yaisler from Saudi, who seems like an absolute character, who will take no prisoners, who don't want to play for the club. Indeed. Reese had over 1 million views in 1 year, lad. 1 year? I had 2 million views a month, mate. 2 million views a month I was getting. Not 1 million views a year, 2 million a month. Poor Jordan, I wonder. He's crying. Eddie, evening chat. Trust you well. So hungry. Some LFC again. Yes, Eddie. How's it going, lad? It's an injury on the edge of the box. Leeds are... They've got a man down. I don't know who it is. Bigger than Mark Goldbridge, UK. Hey, I'm getting there. We're only small. People forget. We're only a new channel. We've only been around for half a minute. It's all right. I'm pretty impressed with 2 million views a month. That was all right. I'm not bragging, but I don't want if someone's saying, "Oh, you're only a small." Yeah, I am. I'm all right. Pretty good. Cheers, Rubes. We love Rubes. He's one of the OGs. The channel OGs. CGLFC. Hey, Key and chat. Hope everyone's doing well. Very good, mate. How are you? It's Goodmanson who's down on the edge of the box for Leeds. 3 minutes in. Has he been clattered? Has he had it looks like a head injury, maybe. Might have to go off early here. That was GBH from Vert. Send him off. I didn't even see it. I was distracted. Is it 0-0? It is 0-0. 3 minutes in, Ben. Still early doors. 3-star evening, Rubes. Get yourself over here, mate. He doesn't like us on the other place. He likes us on TikTok now, don't you, Rubes? Key, do you think we'll get Barcola? I certainly hope so. I think he's probably the best we could possibly get on that left-hand side. Caden, who's injured. Goodmanson has gone off for Leeds. It's looking like he's going to be off the pitch. Don't have to make an early sub for Leeds. 4 minutes in, a precautionary one. You don't really want to send him back on, do you? But it's going to be a drop ball on the edge of the area. Alexander Isak, for some reason, is all the way back. Oh, no, that's why. They're going to drop it more like near the halfway line. That's better, referee. Well done. Yeah, I would like to see Bradley Barcola, but I'm not entirely sure whether or not Liverpool get the deal done, given that we're probably waiting on PSG signing other players first. Is it Rio on the right? No, I think it's Rio on the left, is it? It's Rio on the left at this moment in time, and I think it's Verts off the right. Actually, no. Do you know what? At this moment in time, it's Isak off the right, Rio off the left. Verts is kind of playing through the middle. It's a bit of a weird setup at the minute, but yeah, those three seem to be moving around. CGLFC, saw your short on selling Gakpo. That would be terrible. Agreed. I'm glad there was more agreement about that short than I thought there would be, actually. And I didn't anticipate it being like so. I wasn't trying to be inflammatory, but I was nicely surprised that there was a lot of people who were like, no, you're right, actually. There's no way we want to sell him. After all of the hate that the guy got last year and everything that he's been through this summer with his wife and the tragedy that they went through, you know, it was nice to see there was support, broad support for the lad. He's a Liverpool legend, I would say, Cody Gakpo. Anyone who scores 2 past United in a 7-0 win is a legend in my eyes. Ben, if we get Bradley Barcola for the left, who do we play on the right going forward? I think Munoz and Rio are both adequate for the right-hand side with Frimpong stepping in. Alexander Isak with a good bit of play there, driving forward. Isak's looking sharp. Frimpong played out on the right. Good ball in, Liverpool corner. That's a better bit of play from Liverpool. Soberslai's going to go over to take the corner here. Liverpool breaking fast. Here we go. George, oh my lord, what is this pitch? How is this even legal? I did say far post must be. There you go. Liverpool in front. 1-0. 6 minutes in. Liverpool take the lead. And who scored it? It kind of bounced around a little bit in the 6-yard area. Somebody's lashed it in. The cameraman wants an absolute lashing. Never mind who lashed it in. Who is it who sticks it away? Who is it? Who the pissing hell is that who puts it in? I think it's Chambers. Is it Luke Chambers who smashes it in? It is. Good lad. Luke Chambers gets Liverpool in front against Leeds. Good strike on the half volley. No chance at all for Kearns in the Leeds goal. 1-0 Liverpool. How's about that then? Ali says, what channel is the match streamed? It's on LFC TV or All Red TV. It's the club channel. You can also get it on Leeds' club channel as well, I believe. There might be some other places that are showing it. Maybe some places in the US. I have no idea. But all I know is for sure that Liverpool are showing it on their club channel. And I also know that Luke Chambers has put Liverpool in front. Get in there. Great start. Leeds are falling apart. Yes, George. Who's better, Dorgu or Frimpong? I like Dorgu, but I think Dorgu's reputation is somewhat preceded by the fact that he's only played half a season for United, whereas Frimpong's not had the best start to his Liverpool career. He's been out injured and whatnot, so he's been kind of in and out the side, and wasn't a great season for him last season or Liverpool. I think Frimpong's better, but they play in different positions. If you was to ask me who would I swap Frimpong for Dorgu, would I? No, I wouldn't. Can we have a VAR check on that, please, sir? Can we indeed? Key, what do you think about Guimaraes to Arsenal? I don't think it's necessary. Do you know what, actually, it's making me think? Do you know what it really is? It's making me think that Bruno Guimaraes is a replacement for Miles Lewis-Skelly. I've been saying all along, I think Miles Lewis-Skelly's position at Arsenal is very vulnerable. And it wasn't a surprise to me at all when yesterday there was a report came out that Man United had sort of tentatively made inquiries about him. Man United need Miles Lewis-Skelly a lot more than Arsenal do, and I think it is getting to a point now with Lewis-Skelly where he'll look at it and go, I don't think I'm really fancied by this manager. I don't think I'm all that well appreciated by Mikel Arteta. So it wouldn't surprise me if Lewis-Skelly goes to somewhere like a Man United where he will start every game, whether that be at left back over Luke Shaw or in centre mid alongside a Kobbie Mainoo or alongside a Tielemans, or he could even play alongside Andre Santos. He's a very versatile kid. But at Arsenal, is he going to get in over Rice or Bruno Guimaraes or Zubimendi? I don't think so. No, I don't think he will. I think when push comes to shove, Arteta will put all three of those in ahead of him, and that's a problem for him, isn't it? And he's certainly not going to get in at left back either. North of 200 million and we have a deal. You're not going to get that for it. I think you'd probably be looking at more like 60 or 70 for Lewis-Skelly. If that. 60 or 70 is about right for a player who couldn't get in the England World Cup squad and didn't really get a kick for Arsenal until the last games of the season. He's replacing Norgard. But Norgard... Listen, Lewis-Skelly, he's not going to want to be fourth choice out of four in a midfield. That's not going to be acceptable to a kid who thinks he's ready, is it? If he's got ambition, he'll want to push out and spread his wings. Catherine Key, who do you think will win this game? Well, Liverpool, we're 1-0 in front. We've played well so far. It's been a good start to the game for us. Ras Clark, mate, I was at a family barbecue with Lewis-Skelly and his mum. He's Arsenal through and through. I don't deny that he's Arsenal through and through, but that doesn't change whether or not he would leave for a better offer. I don't think that makes any difference. There's plenty of players who are through and through at their clubs, but if a better offer comes... Trent Alexander-Arnold's Liverpool through and through, but he went to Real Madrid because it represented a better opportunity for him. Kane was Arsenal through and through as a kid. There you go, yeah. It's true. It's very true. Joe Key, what do you think of Hadj Musa and Stiller? Can see us getting Stiller. Jaisler helped develop him in Stuttgart Academy, set up as a coach. No, I don't think he's... I think Stuttgart, in the nicest possible... Sorry, I think Stiller, in the nicest possible way, mate, will have bigger ambitions than Newcastle. I think the next move for Angelo Stiller could be, a Barcelona, it could be a Real Madrid, it could be a top 6 Premier League side. I don't think he's a Newcastle signing. Not with no European football and no real ambition to get it in the next couple of years. Newcastle aren't really playing in a way or behaving in a way that suggests they will compete for Europe. Here's Kieran Morrison. Good play for Liverpool down that right-hand side. Isak's looking lively. I like that. Alexander Isak looking very lively. Paddy, what about Barcola? Will he sign? Well, we hope so. We hope so. I don't love him. but you'd have to hope so. United TV MUFC, that Trent's dad is a United fan, lad. Well, he's a United fan, and his grandma was Sir Alex Ferguson's personal assistant for many years. She worked at Old Trafford for Sir Alex, so there was always that link with United with Trent. But I don't think anyone would deny that he was a Liverpool fan. Here's Leeds driving forward, great defending that. And Kirkes completes the clearance, throw into Leeds on the far side. Very good defending, but again, that pitch is holding up. It's one of them where I think in Andoni Iraola, some of the players will be looking at it going, let's get to half-time as quickly as we can. Change the players a little bit. Lovely ball out. Here's Kieran Morrison. He's got Isak with him. If he can find him. Can't find him. That's why you can't throw kids in Premier League games as good as Kieran Morrison is. That was a silly, silly moment there for him. City of Northfield, Skelly would be a wonderful signing for United. That's why I feel certain it won't happen. They can't buy him for beans. It would be a very ambitious move for Man United, wouldn't it, to get a Lewis Skelly? But I think he is agitating. There's no doubt about that. I think if you're Lewis Skelly, you are starting to knock on Arteta's door a bit and ask the question. And if he doesn't get enough games this season, I fully expect he will move on. And that's not good for Arsenal, is it? Because they can't satisfy him, Bruno, and Rice. There's just no way they can fit them all in and start them every game. Bruno G for Arsenal is a top signing. It's a top signing, but it might mean some other stuff. It might mean they lose Lewis Skelly. If they sign anyone in attack, and Arsenal fans do want attackers, it probably means that they lose Wanyeri, which again is another big, big loss for Arsenal. You know, they're losing youth to sign players ready now. Not sure how smart that is as a long-term strategy. It's a fine balancing act for Mikel Arteta. Liverpool down the right-hand side. Here's Rio Engamoa. Dances past one. Driving. Good tackle from Leeds. I was hoping I was going to say dancing past two there. I got ahead of myself. Good football. Liverpool press. And it's out for a throw-in. United TV. Arsenal won't get Vinny Jr. People, don't be deluded. Their football's worse than Stoke City. Arteta would make Vinny look like a League One winger. He's not going to Arsenal. I don't understand why there's so much anticipation that he will. I don't see it at all. I think he's 100% using him for a new contract. It would be a bad idea if he went there anyway. From an Arsenal perspective, they can't pay 500 grand a week to Vinny Jr. and not upset the rest of the squad. That'll create a problem, won't it? Because as soon as you pay Vinny 500 grand a week, Declan Rice is coming knocking on your door. Gabriel, Saliba, they're coming knocking on your door and saying, listen, cash money. I want it. You're paying it him, you pay it me. I've just got you to the Premier League title. Come on. Great run by Rio. In the box. Lays it out to the left-hand side. Kirkes. Punches away. Oh, comes out to Frimpong. Nyoni. Good efforts. Low down shot and a good save from Kearns. About 25 yards out that. Nyoni starting to grow in confidence as a Liverpool midfielder. He's a Chelsea player in Winger FC. Bradders, it was Luke Chambers. Luke Chambers with the goal. Nico, the rest of the Arsenal players need to understand the food chain if Vinny does go. Honestly, it'll destroy him from the inside out if he does go. But he isn't going. He isn't going. Get it out your mind. I promise you. He's using him for a contract for Real Madrid. That's it. Stephen, I'd rather that Noosa as a winger. Don't mind him. But I wouldn't have him at Liverpool. Mitchie, come on Leeds. F off you. City of Northfield, Arsenal supporters want to be that club so bad, the superstar pullers. Hey, they'd have you believe that's exactly what they are. Leeds with a corner. Cleared away by Liverpool. Good defending. That is a concern for Liverpool this season, by the way, if you're a Liverpool fan who hasn't watched a whole lot of Andoni Iraola's Bournemouth, and I'm not saying that like I'm some oracle on it, but the regulars on the channel who watched Bournemouth pretty regularly with us last year will know that Andoni Iraola's biggest kind of flaw amongst... He's got a few. One is that he runs players into the ground. And is that effective alongside a European campaign? But the other big one is set pieces. Bournemouth ranked rock bottom in the Premier League last season for goals conceded from set pieces. Now, Liverpool fans have had a bugbear pretty much, I would say, for about 5-10 years, if not more, for set pieces. We've always been bad at set pieces. Always. We've never quite loved set pieces. But we've just hired a coach who, however good you think Andoni Iraola is, there's a fly in the ointment there with set pieces, and it's something he's gonna have to work out. He's gonna have to fathom it out. Here's Rio Engamoa. No, good run. Inside to Wirtz. Wirtz moves it off quickly. Here's Ndukwe. Out to Frimpong. Liverpool moving it around very nicely. Wirtz again in the middle. Kieran Morrison. Back out to Wirtz. Good run. Inside to Frimpong. Really good link-up play. And Leeds put it behind for corner. Refs give a free kick for nothing there. That was really good football by Liverpool down the right-hand side. That's sharp. That's what we want to see more of from Frimpong. Making a difference. Making a run inside the fullback there. Getting in between fullback and centre-back. That's exactly where you want to see Frimpong. Wirtz drifts out into that right channel. Pulls the ball back. Frimpong gets beyond the fullback and just... Well, would have had a corner. Would have got a corner out of it. Unfortunately, the referee gave, stupidly, a free kick. And Liverpool pressing high from the front has put Leeds from a goal kick, have just put it out for a throw-in just next to the penalty area for Liverpool. That's really good. That's impressive. More of that, please, Liverpool. Liverpool pressing well, says Graham. Yes, they've started very well. Stephen, do you think if Arsenal don't get Vinny, they'll go for a top winger? I think they'll have to, but top wingers are a premium these days, and it can't really find too many of them available. Maybe Nico Williams. They liked him not long ago. Maybe Nico Williams would be the one they would look at. Wirtz, wonderful football. Soberslai linking well. Here's Naoni. Isak just about gives it away, but Wirtz wins it back. Into Isak again. Leeds just about scramble it away. JT edits our Leeds playing. I'm not paying to watch. Well, you're 1-0 down, mate. Liverpool 1-0 in front off a corner. Luke Chambers smashing it in from 6 yards out. Kieran, Nico Williams must have dropped 50 million in price after that World Cup performance. And Swifty Dowman will be knocking again this season. Will they block him? See, this is it. Honestly, if you look at Arsenal's attack, they've got Dowman, they've got Wanyeri. Neither of those two they want to sell. If you ask Arsenal fans, they don't want to sell those two because there is real belief that they'll be good players. I like Wanyeri. I would have Wanyeri at Liverpool, in fact, because he's right-sided as well. I'd love Liverpool to go and get Ethan Wanyeri. Wanyeri, Dowman, they've got Madueke, they've got Saka, they've got Solis, and they've got Martinelli. So they've got 6 players already, right now, in wide positions. 6! How are they going to sign a 7th? You only really need 4. It's madness. Dowman, Wanyeri, Saka, Madueke, Solis, Martinelli. 6 they've got. And they want to go and sign a 7th? Stephen, no one he can go, I'll drop him off. Well, they paid 50-odd million for him last year, mate. I don't see it. I think Arteta likes his versatility. He can play right, he can play left, he's English. Ticks off that homegrown quota. Owen Miller, K-Man, must be happy. Just tuning in. Who's the better team? Liverpool have started very well. I've been very impressed. It's been probably the best performance of the tour so far. Admittedly, we're only 20 minutes in, but I've liked how we've pressed. We've looked good down that right-hand side. Isak's looked very lively. Isak already looks sharper, more hungry. You know, he looks like he's at it this season. He's going to have to be as well because we can't afford Alexander Isak to get injured. And the longer he stays on this pitch, the more worried I am because that pitch is pulling up all over the place. Man United fan, do you reckon Harvey Elliott will stay at Liverpool and have a fresh start? No, I don't think so. I hope not anyway. I'd like to see Harvey go. For him as much as us. I don't think it's anything personal or anything. I think he's not good enough for Liverpool, and he's too good to be sat on our bench. Harvey Elliott could go and be a first-team starter at any team fighting for the top 6. He'd be perfect in many ways for Newcastle. He'd be brilliant for a Newcastle, a Villa. I know Villa let him go last year, Brighton, Bournemouth, any of those teams. United TV, you're only at it because that Slot guy has gone. He was awful. Behave yourself. Don't wind me up. You know I love Arne Slot. Joshua, I think Liverpool will be good in the beginning, but will eventually drop off as the squad tires. Yeah, we need a much bigger squad than we've got to play the style of football that Iraola wants to play. La Boogie, Darman and Wanyeri can play in the middle, and our depth for Odegaard and Eze. Right, so hang on a minute. What are you on about with so much games to play? Odegaard and Eze are competing for one position. You say Darman and Wanyeri are going to play in the 10, so they're going to be at best 3rd or 4th choice on the 10, and they're also going to be at best 3rd or 4th choice on either the right or left wing. How many games do you envisage Darman and Wanyeri getting, and do you think they would be happy with that amount of games? No, of course they wouldn't. Wanyeri was whinging. He wanted to go out on loan last year. He went to Marseille, did relatively well. Honestly, if you sign Vinny Jr., it's going to come at the cost of probably Wanyeri and next year, Darman. Frimpong, what a run. Go on, lad. What a run! That's a foul, referee. That's a great run from Frimpong. We need to see more of that from him. Very direct play. Love that, Frimpong. Oh, Jesus Christ, the wife's in. This isn't good. Innocent Alpine. Usually we wait for LFC to go a goal down, then we score last second. Shelley, you happy with your new manager key? Time will tell. Time will tell. I didn't want to lose the last one. I hope this one gets a lot more patience than the last one did. But something tells me he won't. Catherine Key, can you do my quiz? I'd happily do your quiz if you've got one prepared. Yeah, I mean, I've not got one sorted, but yeah, if you've got a specific quiz, I'm happy to do it. Iraola loves his fullbacks high and wide. It shouldn't suit Frimpong. Oh, it should suit Frimpong. Yes, I agree. It should. Sobersley, free kick. Leeds, head it back out. Rio Engamoa picks it up on the far side. Should do better there, Rio. Not good enough. Just popping in to say good night from a small girl. Oh, is she watching? Night, babes. Love you. There you go. Is Key ever happy, Shell? Oh, leg at you. I personally think Arsenal could sell Odegaard. I mean, it would probably suit Arsenal fans in many ways to sell Odegaard. I just don't see Arteta actively trying to sell his captain. If he's fit, Odegaard is still a very, very good player. He just wasn't fit last season, was he? Premier League dad wife, you don't mind me asking, does Key have Arne Slot bed covers? La Boogie, we can sell Martinelli, man. One Brazilian in and one out. Injuries also imply squad depth with quality is needed, not just squad numbers. I know, but you're looking at it from purely a club level point of view. You're not looking at it from the player's point of view. If you're Ethan Wanyeri, if you're Darman, you are not going to be happy playing so few games. And if you speak to the manager at the start of the season, he says you're 3rd choice for a position that only has one position. You're not going to be happy with that. Isak, what a run this is. Go on, Isak. Oh, good defending. Very good defending. That was a great bit of football from Liverpool. Again, the pitch just held up at the end there, didn't it? But Murademovic, the new signing for Leeds, that was really good defending. Matty, are you doing FPL? I am, mate. If you want to join it, you're going to have to go over to the red platform that I'm live on right now over here. If you go and search it up, you can see the link. It's in the description for the live for this game. Liverpool Leeds. You click the description. Right down to the bottom, you can join our Matchday Tavern FPL League. And at the end of the season, you will get our golden tankard. If you win it, there'll be prizes. There'll be other prizes throughout the season. But golden tankard if you win our Matchday Tavern FPL League. Catherine Key, I said my quiz in the chat. Managers that have made over 100 games as a player. Oh, that's a very broad list. There's probably thousands of them. Yeah, probably thousands of them, Catherine. You might need to narrow that down a little bit. Needs to be a bit more specific. Here's Ifeanyi and Duckway. Owen, Leeds defending well. Reminds me of the Hibs game today. Motherwell were a nightmare to score against. Hibs 1, Motherwell 2. What a finish that was, by the way. What a finish. Top 15. Top 15 managers with the most appearances as players. Again, that could be, I'm sure there's many. I mean, there might well be, oh, that's a great ball, must be. Good defending again from Leeds. Fantastic defending. Last-ditch tackle, and Liverpool have got Rio down on the far side. Jesus Christ, that's not what we want. Oh, get up, Rio, please. It's a good tackle from, was it Stack who actually tackled him there on the far side? Good play from Liverpool. Leeds just getting a foot to it. Tipo Key, where are you watching the game? I'm watching it on LFC TV or All Red, which is the fan channel. Yeah, you can watch it on there. That's where I've got it on. We probably haven't heard of half of them if you do top 15 managers. Well, I mean, listen, I'm sure you could, but it's just how. Because I'm like, there might be a manager in the Hungarian league who played. And is it games as a player or games as a manager? It's a bit ambiguous, that one, Catherine. PLD wife, right? I'm off, gang. Have a great night. Don't wind him up too much. You say that like I come home and I'm a nightmare when I come home. Don't say that, Christ. You'll give him ideas. Anfield Cop, is the halftime quiz ready, sir? I mean, I have got one. If Catherine hasn't got hers, maybe it's Premier League. Right, so it's top 15 managers in the Premier League with the most appearances, what, as a player? As a manager? I mean, pretty much every manager has played as a player, haven't they? Like Alex Ferguson was a player. And is it games managed as a manager or is it games played as a player? What's the category? You need to really frame it down. Giggs interim stint. Yeah, is it player managers? Again, I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. Carrick, yeah, I mean, Carrick's. Is it just games played in the Premier League as well, maybe? See, there's so many ways. This is not me being a bugger. This is me genuinely asking you, because I'm sure these are questions that would come up. If you tried that quiz at half-time, people would be like, oh, what's this, and does this mean this, and all this? You never know. You've got to really narrow it down so people can't get out of it. Finners, Key, did you see the St Johnstone game today? I didn't. No, I didn't. I saw that it was 4-3, but I haven't watched the game. La Boogie, what's your realistic expectation for Liverpool to finish this season? Keep in mind your centre-backs options are mid at best currently. I wouldn't say they're mid. They are unproven, I would say. I think Leone and Jacquet will surprise a few. And Van Dijk, for me, is still the best centre-back in the league. Or at least, very least up there. Let's say that. Even if you disagree with that statement, he's still very much up there. He was top of pretty much every metric you care to look at as a centre-back last year. I think he's still a wonderful, wonderful centre-back, although he didn't have his best year last year. Nobody in Liverpool's team did. But, yeah, I've no problem with Van Dijk and Leone and Jacquet. I think we could probably do with another centre-back, ideally. But I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a mid. Either way, to answer your question, where do I expect Liverpool will finish? If the window shuts today, I would say we'll finish 5th. If we get another 3 or 4 in, which is what we need another 3 or 4. If we can get another 3 or 4 in, possibly, maybe we can hit 3rd with a good tailwind. But it's not going to be any higher than 3rd. No chance. And I think 3rd's ambitious, to be honest, for what we have. I didn't think we'd win the league last year. I thought we'd struggle. We did. And I'll say again, I think we'll probably be somewhere around 5th or 6th. Catherine, a player, yes, but it's current managers and it's just player appearances. Player appearances in the Premier League. So current managers, current Premier League managers, Catherine. Current Premier League managers. User 88, who's going to win it? It has to be Arsenal. It has to be Arsenal. If Arsenal don't win it, it's humiliating. They have to win it. There's nobody else who can challenge Arsenal. They've got the continuity factor. They've spent the most money. Arsenal absolutely have to win it. If they don't win it, it's humiliating. Absolutely embarrassing if they don't win it. Catherine Key, look, I said the rules. Okay, so it's Premier League only. Let's just refine this down. Right, so it's Premier League managers only. Current managers, current Premier League managers, or just have managed in the Premier League. Again, these are distinctions you've got to really clarify. So Premier League only, current managers only. So out of the current 20 managers in the Premier League, is that what you're saying? If it's current only, there'll only be about 5 options. I was going to say, there's not that many who've played in the Premier League. Marco Rose hasn't played in the Premier League. Andoni Iraola never played in the Premier League. Labugle, I'll subscribe to your channel and Patreon based on this realistic response. Your knowledge has improved in the off-season over the summer. No, mate, I promise you. Do you know what it is? It's not just your perception, I'll say that. The perception of Arsenal fans is that I am an Arsenal hater who doesn't know and I just rage bait, and it's not entirely true. No, I'd watched a lot of games last season. We watch a game every day. That's what we do on this channel. Every single day. And you don't get variety that you get on here on any other watch-along channel. In the last 7 days, we've watched the Brazilian League. We've watched Liverpool. We've watched Hibs in Europe. We've watched Shamrock Rovers in Europe. We've watched the Icelandic League. We're going to be watching Celtic in the SPL tomorrow. And on Tuesday, we're watching Shamrock Rovers again in Europe. And we do a game every single day. So if you like that, if you enjoy your football, if you like variety, if you don't like living in an echo chamber, like I don't like watching Liverpool fan channels, no offence to them, but it just feels like all the same people agreeing over the same shit. I quite like talking to Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans and Everton fans and United fans and Oldham fans and Rochdale fans. I like talking to them about everything. So we can all have a chat about footy, can't we? It's all good fun. Okay, so Premier League only current managers. So we've got basically the top 15 out of 20. Pep, Carrick maybe, but can we also do the top? We can also do the top 10 players that have scored the most goals against. Oh, you can't do that, Catherine. That's 2 quizzes now. We can't do 2. It's top 10 players that have scored the most goals against Leeds, all cups. What, all time? This is why quizzes is very difficult. It's a very difficult one. I think we need to narrow the quiz down a little bit, Catherine. I would say narrow it down. Really narrow it down so there can be no misinterpretation as to what the quiz actually is. Because otherwise we'll just get loads of people saying, is it this, is it that, is it the other? And it ceases to become a good quiz. Even if it is a really good quiz, by the way, and I'm not saying it's not, but if you've got to make sure nobody can misinterpret. Corner to Leeds. Pep isn't current, though. That's it. There you go. Pep's not current. Pep never played in the Premier League either. I agree. Yeah. Sad Engels is leaving, though, supposedly for West Ham. Is he really? That's a bit of a mad move, that, isn't it? From Celtic to West Ham in the Championship. You would never have said that. That's a bad move. Corner from Leeds, and Ampadu's gone down, holding his head. Is he up? Is he up again? He's fine. There's rumours. I think that would be a real damning indictment for the Scottish Premiership, wouldn't it? Imagine if they lose one of the best players in the league and he goes to a Championship club. That's I'd be quite sad, actually. Okay, down the right-hand side, here's Rio Engamoa. Great football. Strikes across. Someone's got to tap that in. Someone's got to put that in at the back stick. Frimpong picks it up far side. Here's Kieran Morrison. Sobersley. Innocent Alpine, 28 matches, LFCB Leeds, 17 Leeds, 5 drawn, 6 EFL Cup, LFC 2, Leeds 5. That's just numbers. Catherine, we can do the Leeds one and not the other one. I know, but even the Leeds one doesn't really make sense. Is it all time? Because again, there'll be players in that we won't even know. Shell, did you say you're doing a Celtic game tomorrow, Key? Yes, we're doing Celtic against Dundee tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Monday Night Football, Scottish Premiership returns. We did Rangers on Friday night. That was the opening game of the Scottish Premiership. And we're doing Celtic v Dundee tomorrow. So we get to see Casper Hogue, the Bodo Glimt striker who did so well in the Champions League last year. He is a new Celtic centre-forward. He's come in to replace Ipswich-bound Daisen Maeda. So we'll be watching Celtic tomorrow. Liverpool knocking it around well here. Second half. We'll be interested to see what changes Andoni Iraola makes. Here's Wirtz over to Frimpong on the right. Gary, that is about right. Scotland Prem is Championship. It is surprising though, isn't it, Gary? Do you not think? I would have been really disappointed as a Celtic fan, or even, do you know what? Even a Rangers fan. If you're a Rangers fan and you're seeing Celtic's one of their best players going playing for West Ham and choosing to go to the Championship, I mean, I know it's an ambitious project at West Ham. They will be saying we're going straight back up to the Prem. I get it. But that's got to be worrying for Rangers, that. If you're Rangers and you're seeing Celtic's best players go into the Championship, it doesn't bode well. It just gives you more reasons for your players to leave. So it was fantastic how no one got on the end of it. Yeah, it's mad. I don't know how no one gambles at that near post. Or even at the far post, really. It was that good a cross, it kind of missed everyone. Great play from Liverpool again. Wirtz picks it up in midfield. Out to Rio again. Lots going down that side. Rio plays it into Isak. Good touch. Bit isolated. Plays it back to Wirtz. Now Rio. Naoni stands it up. Frimpong, good ball in. This time, yes! What a goal, Liverpool! What a fabulous goal! And it's Florian Wirtz. That's great football. That is absolutely unbelievable football, that. Top quality football. You just don't save those. Get in there. Love that. That's a brilliant ball from Trainioni. An excellent pullback from Frimpong. And there's Wirtz arriving on the penalty spot. Proper football, that, from Liverpool. That's the goal of pre-season for me. Astonishing, well-worked move. Frimpong pulls it back. Wirtz with an absolutely fantastic finish. No chance for the keeper. Great football. Liverpool in control. 2-0 up. Gary, definitely they're big clubs, but West Ham invested and paid better wages. Go on up, the boys. I would really like West Ham to go up. I really would. But it's just concerning, isn't it, from a Scottish Premiership point of view. How's it going, Creed? Good to see you, mate. Long time no see. Maxini, I'm genuinely hoping for St Johnstone to do well in the Scottish Premiership this season. Was it Falkirk they beat today? 4-3. Kieran, Rangers' best players will probably end up at Bolton at this point. Kieran Key, what about the top 20 players with the most goals and assists before turning 21 in the Prem? Again, if you've got the numbers and they are accurate, then that's amazing. Like, yeah, that'd be a great quiz. I haven't got the numbers, so I don't know, but that sounds like a good quiz. Catherine says, Key, it is all time. Okay, so top goal scorers against Leeds in cup competitions of all time. We can do it. We can do it. I'm not sure how exciting as a quiz it's going to be because I think the top 15 answers... You've got to remember, Catherine, when you're making these quizzes, you've got to do... The answers have got to be players that people know. And I'm not sure you'll find too many people who'll know those. I'd be amazed. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. My guess. I don't know what the answers are. You do. But yeah, you can absolutely do the quiz if you want. Vuyo, I know it's only pre-season, but I'm already enjoying Iraola ball. Ampadu, looks like he's going off for Leeds. Or he's just going off for a bit of treatment. He's all right. But yeah, Liverpool 2-0 up. Really good football. Bradley, what about the top 10 goal scorers when it's been raining post-September only? Yeah, Top 10 goal scorers in the Premier League between September 12th and September 14th. Of all time. George, not a clue, just hate the club, the stadium and the fans, except from one of my cousins and one of my uncles. You can't stand who? Leeds. Wow. Owen, even I would be scared at home watching you cover a West Ham versus Millwall game. We're going to be doing that. I'm looking forward to West Ham Millwall in the Championship. Kai Fotheringham was good for St Johnstone today. Nice. Keep an eye out for him. Keegan. Keegan used to get a few against Leeds, yeah. Can you put a logo beside Wirtz's name? Has it not already got one on there? It should do. Oh, it's not popped up yet for whatever reason. It will do. It will do in time. I don't manually add it. Top 35 most red cards pre-World War II. yeah, fullbacks only edition. Creed, going to Ellen Road is not a fun experience. Well, going to Chicago is not a fun experience for Leeds at this moment. 2-0 down to Liverpool, and they've been thoroughly dominated in this first half. It's been a really good performance from Liverpool. Really enjoyed it. Frimpong has looked a lot better down that right-hand side. Isak's looked really lively. Wirtz getting on the score sheet. And young Luke Chambers getting Liverpool in front early on through a corner. So, yeah, composed defensively. Very, very clinical in attack. Can't really complain from a Liverpool perspective. 2-0 up at half-time. It's good. It's good stuff. Anfield Cup. Any chance Coventry stays up? So far, I'm not bowled over by Coventry's transfer business. I think the young lad they've brought in, the young Swiss centre-back, Amenda from Frankfurt, he could be all right. He might be important for him this season. He's only young. He didn't play at the World Cup for Switzerland, but he was in the squad. They paid 18 million euros for him. He's notoriously relatively injury prone, but he is a bit of a... Well, he's a modern centre-back. He plays a little bit like Virgil van Dijk in the sense that he's known for spraying those long passes, diagonal passes out to the full-back, and that's going to be really important for Coventry next season when they're under pressure and they need to ping it out on the counter-attack. Key, what do you think of Swansea's playoff chances? Yeah, Vitor Matos for Swansea. I thought he did well last season. Tailed off a little bit towards the end, but yeah, they're one to watch this season, Swansea. Good football by Rio there and fouled. Great play. Good defensive work from Rio back there, tracking his defender. That's going to be a big feature of Andoni Iraola and the system that he covers. 4 added minutes. It's a friendly ref. Yeah, that's going to be a big feature of Andoni Iraola's play, is expecting the wide players to get back and cover their fullbacks. It's an absolute necessity from Iraola. You have to be getting back. So great to see Rio Wengamoa right back in his own corner flag there, winning the ball back and dribbling Liverpool out of a problem. Catherine, are we going to do my quiz? It's up to you. Yeah, of course. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sounds good. Thoughts on Vinny to Arsenal, Key? Yeah, let me know when it happens, Chief. I don't think it is. Well, I know it's not. It's not, I don't think. I know it's not. It's not happening. He's using you to get a new deal. Good football, and Duckway clears it away. 3 minutes to go to half-time. Someone clip that. You don't need to clip it. There's a short on it, mate. I've done a full short on it saying Vinny's not going to Arsenal. You can see it. If you go on the profile, you'll see it. It's right there. It'll come back to bite you, mate. Somehow I don't think so. Put it this way, I think I'll be talking about it when Vinny announces his new contract at Real Madrid in a couple of weeks' time. And I'll be astonished if you're back in the chat saying you got it wrong. He's got no interest in joining Arsenal. 0. He wants to stay at Real Madrid. And even Arsenal know that, don't they? Gary Spriggs, yeah, Vinny ain't going to London. Johnny, forget it. I'll Google it. Google what? Johnny, you've not asked a question, mate. If you'd asked a question, I'd have quite happily told you. Good ball in. Far post header. Ooh, nearly 3-0 Liverpool. Corner kick. No, goal kick. He's screaming for a corner there, Kirkes. Key, what are your opinions on Gary Monk at Swansea back in the day? Underrated manager. Johnny, starting 11. Oh, you want to know what the starting 11 is? See, you've got to phrase it a bit more of a question, mate. A question mark would have done. Starting 11 for Liverpool, or for, well, Leeds. Leeds is Alex Kearns, James Justin, Joe Rodon, Tarek Muramovic, Jayden Bogle, Ethan Ampadu, Al Tanaka, Gabriel Goodmanson, Daniel James, Anton Stack, and Lucas Nemetja. For Liverpool, it is Mamadashvili in goal. It's Luke Chambers, Jeremy Frimpong, Ifianyi and Dukway and Milos Kerkez at the back. In midfield, it's Dominic Soboslai, Trey Neone and Kieran Morrison, and then a front three of Florian Wirtz, Rio Engamoa and Alexander Isak. And Florian Wirtz has scored, Luke Chambers has scored, Frimpong got an assist for the Wirtz goal. It was a really good one. Imagine Vinny preparing to play for a manager who asked why it's always him that's in controversy rather than play for the Gunners. Eddie, has Bruno G even signed for Arsenal yet? He's not just yet, no, but he will do, I'm sure. Corner kick for Leeds. Key, if Arsenal don't win the league again, can we all agree it's the biggest flop since World War II? Which was famously a big flop. Right, there you go. Half time. Liverpool 2, Leeds United 0. How's about that then? What are we thinking? What do you make so far from us this season? I mean, this has probably been the first game where we've actually seen a Liverpool team somewhat resembling the team that we'll put out against Newcastle. So, yeah, it's been good. This is the first pre-season game of Liverpool's I've really enjoyed watching. I think we've done really well. It's been a good performance. We've pressed well. Frimpong's done really well on the right-hand side. He's looked a lot more like the player we've signed. And if I'm dead honest, I think Frimpong in the early 2 games in pre-season was dreadful. He was one of the worst players we had. But this first half has been a really, really good improvement from him. So yeah, Frimpong's been good. Rio's been good. Isak's been very good. Wirtz too. Wirtz has been really good. And Duckway at the back's been good. All good. Yes, Gary, put the kettle on. He's right. Catherine, go on. You've got your list ready. Let's do it. Okay, so what was the quiz again? Give us the quiz. Halftime quiz. What's the quiz, Catherine? Make sure you frame it exactly how it is. What's the quiz? Which one have you gone with? Nione's looked good. He has. Yeah, he has done quite well. Again, he had a shot on target, didn't he? Nione mustard this pre-season. Alfie Kearns in net, isn't it, for us? He's never played a game for Leeds apart from these friendlies. I don't think he could have done anything about the first 2 goals, though, if I'm dead honest. I think the first one off the set pieces is all wrong. I think that's poor defending from Leeds. And the Wirtz one, again, it's not on him. I don't think there's keeper in the world saving that one. Catherine, the top goal scorers against Leeds in cup competitions of all time. Right. Top 15. Okay, so that is our halftime quiz, courtesy of Catherine. I'll put it up there. The top goal scorers against Leeds in cup competitions of all time. Top 15. What's yours? Rooney? Is it Rooney, Catherine? Wayne Rooney? Top 15 goal scorers against Leeds in cup competitions of all time. Yeah, Rooney, Michael Owen, You're just naming good centre forwards, aren't you? Shearer, Sheringham, Ferdinand, Ian Wright, Dwight York, Eric Cantona, Robbie Fowler. Don't think Fowler ever did score against Leeds. I know pretty much all of Fowler's goals. Not like he ever did score against Leeds in cups. Ronnie, I bet you'd love Shea Lacey at Liverpool, Key. No, not really, mate. Not really. He can't get in United's team. If you can't get in United's team, he ain't getting in ours. Okay, Shearer's number 1. Okay. Okay, Shearer is 1. Defoe, Henry, yeah. Roberto Firmino. Henry is on there. What number is he, Catherine? You've got to give us a number. When we give a name, you've got to give us a number. Where's Henry? Torres. Did Torres score against Leeds? Andy Cole's got to be in there. Yeah, Andy Cole. Les Ferdinand. Maybe Dennis Bergkamp. Dion Dublin. Dalglish, yeah. If it's all time, I mean, you're going to go back a little bit further, haven't you? What about someone like Jimmy Greaves? Andy Cole is 15th. Where's Thierry Henry? 2nd. Henry 2nd. Okay. Dixie Dean. I'm trying to think of old goal scorers. Dixie Dean. Jimmy Greaves. Toshak. Keegan. Dennis Law. Gary Lineker. Crouch. Did Crouch score against Leeds in a cup? I'm sure he did, you know. Trevor Francis. Ian Wright, possibly, yeah. Wright, possible. Okay, so we're on 3, 4. We've still got 13 left to get. Come on, Catherine. Who else have we got? Cheers, Max. Cheers for the follow. Cunha, Arshavin, Mark Hughes, Giroud, Cantona, Letitia, maybe. Matt Letitia. Gerrard, Gary Birtles. Just a reminder as well, by the way, tomorrow we have got Celtic. We are doing Celtic versus Dundee in the Scottish Premiership. Tomorrow on Tuesday, we've got Shamrock Rovers versus Egnatia. So they are our 2 games in the next couple of days. We've got Arsenal versus Real Betis on Wednesday. Pre-season friendly. It's the only game that really is on Wednesday, sadly. So yeah, I'm probably going to get some stick for it, but we will do Wednesday, Arsenal versus Real Betis. On the 6th, it's Jagiellonia Bialystok versus Rangers in the Europa League. Thursday night, that should be good fun. And straight after that is Benfica versus Hearts. So 2 games on Thursday night. Jagiellonia versus Rangers. It's in Poland and it's a 5 p.m. kickoff. So I'll be live for that one on Thursday, followed by Benfica against Hearts. First look at Marco Silva's Benfica. Catherine, not Giroud. Salah is 3rd. Okay, Salah is 3rd. Salah scored against Leeds in a cup. I don't think we've played Leeds in the cup. The last time I remember us playing Leeds in the cup, Ben Woodburn scored. We've played Leeds in a cup competition. I don't remember. Maybe you're right. Come on, Catherine. We've definitely guessed more than that. Gerrard, Brian Robson, Cristiano Ronaldo. Second half's kicking off in 5 minutes. Suddenly I'm Benfica daft. Well, we'll have a little watch of that one. That should be good fun. And then Friday night, after our double header on Thursday, we've got Jagiellonia Rangers, Benfica versus Hearts on Thursday night. On Friday, we've got Middlesbrough versus Wrexham. That's live on ITV1, by the way. It's a Carabao Cup game early in the season. Should be a good one. We've got Middlesbrough, Wrexham, 8 p.m. kickoff. On Saturday, I'm doing QPR versus Millwall. Again, Carabao Cup, London derby. And this time next week on Sunday night. Well, sorry, Sunday afternoon, actually. Sunday afternoon, 2:30 p.m, Liverpool will play Monaco in a pre-season game at Anfield. And by that point, could Barcola be a Liverpool player? I wonder. This time next week, Liverpool play Monaco back in England. Could Barcola be a Liverpool player by that time? That's going to be the target, I think, isn't it? Heisenberg Nioni looks quality, mate. He's had a good first half, hasn't he? I've been really impressed by quite a few of them today. And Duckway's been good, but honestly, I think Frimpong's been much better. Isak's been great. Verts too. Rio's done well down that left-hand side. Yeah, it's been a good performance. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. Rob, is Barcola to Liverpool true? Who knows? I mean, he's the only one that we're really consistently being linked with. There's only been really one shot on goal as well. Nemecha with the strike that went wide. Hasselbank, yeah. Jimmy Floyd could be in there. Paul Pogba, Wise. You're losing them, Catherine. You're losing them. We've only had 4 answers. There's definitely some more that you've missed. Bobby Charlton is 6th. Jesus Christ. Mo Salah has scored more goals in cup competitions against Leeds than Bobby Charlton. Sweet, sweet child of mine. Heisenberg, wouldn't mind him being involved in the squad permanently next season. Wouldn't mind him taking Jones' spot. It'd be a big ask of him, wouldn't it, to put send Jones out to Inter Milan or whatever. I think Jones is far more likely to stay, personally, and leave on a free next year. I think it might suit Curtis Jones to just leave on a free. Okay, Bobby Charlton, number 6. Next answer, Catherine. Who else have we got? George Best, Dennis Law. We're just naming anyone here, aren't we? There's no real guessing. If it's going back 70 odd years, it could well be someone like Billy Liddell. Billy Liddell was a Liverpool icon in the 60s. Could be Billy Liddell. Roger Hunt, maybe. Did I say the 60s then, by the way, for Billy Liddell? He wasn't playing by the 60s. I was on about Roger Hunt there. Billy Liddell was a lot earlier. Billy Liddell was about 40s, I think. And his brother, Jimmy Aldi. It's tricky. Robbie is 7. Robbie who? Robbie Keane? Robbie Fowler? Which Robbie? Owen, sorry, but I can't remember if I've asked this one before, but what is your best memory following Liverpool live? Oh, best memory. Do you know what? You've got to go back to your very first game with my dad. Liverpool versus Slovan Liberec. At Anfield. 1-0. It was a terrible game, really. We missed a penalty, I think. Robbie Fowler missed a penalty? And Emil Heskey scored a worldie in the last minute. But I was sat in the Anfield Road upper with my dad, and it was brilliant. It was perfect. It was a great moment. First goal, Emil Heskey rattles it top corner. Late winner. Couldn't have it. Teddy Le 4. Is that Matt Letizia or Teddy Sheringham? Stanley Matthews. Yeah, I've had a lot of good memories watching Liverpool. Going to the semi-final, Champions League semi-final, away in Rome. That was like in the danger zone. It was behind enemy lines a little bit because of what happened the week before. Liverpool fans got attacked at Anfield. So going to Rome the week after was scary, but it was that was a good trip. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. We went there, got to the Champions League final. That was a great trip. Seville's just the most beautiful city in the whole world, in my opinion. And we went there and drew 3-3. We were 3-0 up and somehow managed to throw it away. But that was a great trip as well. Gary Spriggs, Wembley, 78. Sacking to Ron Yates, European Cup final. Oh, nice. That's wicked. Love that. Love that. Yeah. Going to the old Millennium Stadium with my dad for finals. I always remember Shevchenko scoring on his debut for Chelsea there. And loads of games over the years. So Robbie Fowler was 7th, Teddy Sheringham 4th. Okay, Sheringham 4th, Fowler 7th. Come on, who else have we got? Catherine, you have to start reeling them off because we're very close to kick off for the second half. Key, what do you think of Joseph Opoku? I haven't really got any opinions on him, mate. I can't say we've watched a whole lot of him, to be honest. More importantly, what are your thoughts on him? Welsh wing has job security. Jemba. CRX, I'm a United fan, so guess what? 4-3. See, I've been to some bad United games as well over the years. I always remember going with my dad to watch Liverpool against United at Anfield when John O'Shea scored right in front of us at the Kop end. 93rd minute it was, I think. Right, Chiesa's on for Liverpool. Some changes already for the second half. Looks like Federico Chiesa's recovered from his illness to get back into the Liverpool lineup. CRX, I think Liverpool's season could have been better. Yeah, no doubt about that. It's not been a great season, has it? But hey, fingers crossed for a better one this year. Joe, my first game was a 3-1 defeat against Eddie Howe's Bournemouth during the Mike Ashley days. Who scored your first goal, though, Joe? Who was the first Newcastle goal you saw live? That might be a good thing to say in the chat. When you've been and watched your team live, what was the first goal you celebrated actually at a game? What was the first goal you remember celebrating for your team at a game? Emil Heskey was mine. Liverpool against Slovan Liberec. And you can watch the goal on YT. You can go and watch it. If you search Liverpool Slovan Liberec, you'll see Emil Heskey. In fact, I think you can watch the full game there. Bradders, which youngster has given the best auditions in pre-season to get competitive football this season? Do you know what? In many ways, I would say Ndukwe. I think Ndukwe will get a loan because he can't play for Liverpool this season due to work permit issues. But he could get a loan to a German side. I think there's plenty of German sort of Bundesliga teams that would look at Ndukwe now and think, oh, you know what? Maybe. Vuskovic went out there with for Spurs with Hamburg, had a brilliant year. I think there might be some sort of, lower level Bundesliga sides that might be willing to take a gamble on Ndukwe. Maybe not go in as like a starting centre-back, but someone who can, sort of blood him in the team and get in some regular minutes here and there. It'd be a much better season than him being in Liverpool's academy, you would think. And yeah, it's a good sort of starting point, isn't it? Bundesliga. We've seen how Jarrell Quansah has developed out there with Leverkusen. And yeah, Vuskovic has just signed for Brighton after a wonderful season for Hamburg out in the Bundesliga. And yeah, you just wonder whether or not maybe, I don't know, maybe someone bottom end of the table, like a Cologne or a Bremen maybe. Werder Bremen could be a good side for him to go to. CRX, can you tell me why we are naming random players? It's you can see that right down here. There's a quiz we're doing at half time. I think Catherine's given up, to be honest. we've got loads of answers left. There's 7 answers left, and we've still not got them all. So Catherine, I think we'll have to wrap that quiz up because we're second half on. Catherine, it's a good quiz though. Thought all day for one. It is a good quiz. You've just got to be really snappy because we've only got 15 minutes. You've got to fly through it. You've got to be, responsive, and you've got to whack them out there. Give us if you can in one comment all of the remaining answers. So far, we've only got Fowler, Cole, Charlton, Sheringham, Salah, Henry, and Shearer. If you can type in the remaining answers, just so everyone in the chat knows, because the second half's just about to kick off. Chris Slater, what's the score, my friend? It is 2-0, sir. How are you? Maxini, Key, what time's Celtic tomorrow? And will Hogue start, in your opinion? Yes, I think he will start, and it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. Oh, 7:30, sorry. 7:30 kickoff it is tomorrow. I'll be live at 7:15. So you can join me for that one tomorrow if you so wish. Emirates Stadium in London, 08, Ronaldo, free kick against Arsenal. Wow, really? That's a hell of a goal to have for your first goal. It's a great finish, that, wasn't it? Padraig, who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. That's why we're watching Liverpool versus Leeds in pre-season. But then again, we watched Man United against Rosenborg last week as well. We watch friendlies, we watch a game every single day. At least one game every single day. We're doing Celtic versus Dundee tomorrow. On Tuesday, we're going to be doing Shamrock Rovers versus Ignatia. Wednesday, we're back to friendlies. We're doing Arsenal versus Real Betis. On Thursday, we've got Jagiellonia Bialystok versus Rangers, followed by Benfica versus Hearts in the Europa League. And then on Friday, we're back to the Carabao Cup, Middlesbrough versus Wrexham on Friday night. That's the next week of games. Catherine, number 5, Havery Benas. Havery Benas? Who's Havery Benas? Is that Harvey Barnes? Sorry, I thought that might have been a player I wasn't recognising. Maybe it is Harvey Barnes. Shell, where's Welsh? No idea. No idea. But Catherine prepared a quiz for us, and I thought, hey, why not? Let's give Catherine a whirl. Pete, the kid, has shown he can handle himself against Premier League teams. He should be snapped up. And CRX, I think Tielemans is a good signing for United. He is. It's just a little bit of a concern, isn't it, that he only played 21 games, right? 21 games last season for Villa. Are you doing United v PSG? No, won't be doing United v PSG. I don't know what day that is, but I'll only be doing Arsenal v Betis on Wednesday, purely because on Wednesday there are literally no other games worth watching. I promise you, there's nothing else. And we're trying to keep up a game every single day. So yeah, we're going to be doing Arsenal Betis on Wednesday. Ben, my first LFC game was my 7th birthday. We got beat 6-3 in the Cup against Arsenal. Yeah, Julio Baptista scored 3. I remember that one. Oh, God, yeah, that was a bad night, wasn't it? Kingsloth, it's Saturday. Oh, well, Saturday, no. Saturday, we're doing QPR versus Millwall in the Carabao Cup. Again, London derby. The players are now back out on the pitch. We've not yet got confirmation of what the changes are. Come on, that'll be a sick game. You have to do United v PSG, bro. I'm begging. It's a friendly, mate. I've got a thing about friendlies. I don't watch friendlies. As a general rule, we don't like watching friendlies on this channel. I like covering proper games, competitive games. So if I can cover a competitive game, that will nearly always beat a friendly. We've done United v Rosenborg last week. We're going to do Arsenal v Betis on Wednesday, and that will probably be the last non-Liverpool friendlies that we're going to do. I am going to do the next 2. There's only 2 more Liverpool friendlies after this one. Monaco and Como. I'm going to be watching both of those. CRX, yeah, United v PSG, friendly or not, it's a classic. It is indeed. Yes, it is. A classic. Maxini, I'm watching Swansea v Birmingham in the Carabao on Saturday, Key. Oh, nice. That'll be a good game. Cheers for the quiz, Catherine. Thank you very much. Yes, appreciated. We'll confirm the subs in just a moment. Absolutely 3-star. Thank you. Catherine, 7 was Robbie Fowler, 8 Dwight York. Dwight York? York was 8. Okay, York was 8. 9 Bruno Fernandes. Wow. 10 Collymore. 11 Sutton. Cotti was 12. Dennis Violette, 13th. And 14th, Joe Spence. Can't say I even know who Joe Spence is, I've got to say. I'll struggle with Joe Spence. And, yeah, Dennis Viollet finished playing for United in the 60s, didn't he? Or the 50s. He was a 50s Manchester United player. This charming Dan, hope the Monaco and Como games are before my free subscription runs out. I'm not paying money for the Liverpool hat. No offence, Key. No, well, do you know what? You've got till, depending on when you took it out, the 12th. The 9th is the... I've got it till the 12th. The 9th is when Liverpool play Monaco. So you should be covered for the Monaco game. Maybe you've not got it for the Como game on the 16th. But don't worry about that. I don't blame you. I wouldn't pay for a Sunderland fan channel. Maxini, isn't Ndukwe a forward? He's not, mate. No, he's Ndukwe is a centre-back. Right, changes in the second half. King Sloth, who have you got to win the Community Shield? And are you watching it? Come on, mate. Of course I'm watching it. Yeah, we'll be watching it. We will be streaming it. Pete, Liverpool play Bromley on Wednesday. Is that behind closed doors? It is, yeah. It's only a behind closed doors one, that. Right, Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz off. Federico Chiesa and Curtis Jones on. They are the two subs for Liverpool. Only two subs. Thought there might be more than that, but that's good. At least we've got Wirtz and Isak off now. They're the two changes. Wirtz and Isak off. Curtis Jones and Chiesa on for Liverpool. Maxini, who do you think will win the Community Shield? Probably Arsenal. Yeah, they'll celebrate it as well. Oh no, there's more. Lewis Koumas and Gravenberch have come on for Engamoa and Trainioni. So it's 4 changes for Liverpool. Better. Okay, good. And there's been 2 changes for Leeds, by the way, as well. Harry Wilson comes on to make his... Well, it's not his Leeds debut, is it? Harry Wilson comes on to replace Dan James. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin replaces Lucas Nemecha as well. Catherine, gotta go, guys. See you tomorrow. Take it easy, Catherine. Thanks again for the quiz. See you soon, lovely. Take it easy. Good to see Gravenberch is back in. My boy Koumas, I was at the Wales v Ghana friendly. Yeah, came on and scored, didn't he? Good player, Lewis Koumas. Again, should have got, I think, more game time in the Championship than he did last season. I'd like to see him go out on loan again. I think there is a player in Lewis Koumas. Good ball in from Longstaff. Straight out of play on the far side. Liverpool defend them all day. You think to Swansea? Well, I don't see why not. Yeah. Don't see why not. Let's hope so. Liverpool could do with sending a few players out on loan. Is that your team, Maxini? Do you like Swansea? Are you a Jack? And Duckway, unlucky. Leeds pick it up. That's better. Strike from Leeds. Straight into Mama's hands. We'll take that. This charming Dan. Got the subscription the same night as the Wrexham game. At least I'll be able to get another free friendly before they make me pay. Yes, there you go. You should be fine. Yeah, you should be fine. There you go. LFC TV just confirming the 2 changes. Oh, sorry, 3 changes for Leeds. They brought on Sean Longstaff for Al Tanaka as well. And, 4. Brandon Aronson for Stack. So they've got 4 changes for each team now. Koumas, Jones, Chiesa and Gravenberch for Rio, Wirtz, Isak and Nioni. And for Leeds, it's Calvert-Lewin, Wilson, Longstaff and Aronson for Stack, Tanaka, James and Nemecha. Geisler has got some guns on him like Iraola. They'll have to watch out for him on the touchline. Getting a bit homoerotic, that, Joe. Shouldn't be hiring a manager purely for his guns. I mean, whatever works for you, like. Whatever works for you, no judgments. I think that should be down the list of criteria for appointing a new manager. Has nice guns. Joe will be appointing Adama Traore next. I'm not available for hire. How's it going, CRX? Come on, Leeds. Behave yourself. Get the Manx out the chat. Get them out. George, right, Key, I'm off to bed. It's 11. I have a flight to Seville tomorrow to go see some friends before going to Dublin on hopefully Monday. Nice. Enjoy, mate. Go and enjoy Seville. It's beautiful. Take it easy. Have a safe trip. Catch you soon. Reese Lord, is anyone else watching SummerSlam tonight? Is that what... Do you know what? I've not watched wrestling for about 20 years. But I would have been the one who would have stayed up and watched that type of thing back in the day. But I couldn't tell you who's... I don't think I could tell you the single wrestler now. They've all lost. They've all lost me. Liverpool look like they've got some good young players. They need to loan them to teams at a good level, see what they can do. The problem is we've got a lot of players, mate, who are, I think, are ready for first team action. Like, Harvey Elliott is still relatively young, but he's getting to a point now. Kieran Morrison is. I think Kieran Morrison could quite easily play for a Premier League side. Again, only on loan, like, and not as like a first teamer, but I think you could send Kieran Morrison to someone like Coventry or Hull or Ipswich, and he could come off the bench and be a very adequate player for him in the Prem. He'd get more minutes there than he would for us. Right, long throw into the box from Leeds. 50 minutes on the clock. Leeds launching in. Mamardashvili with a good punch. That's better. And it's going to go behind for a corner kick to Leeds. Liverpool are now going to need some options at the back. Because Tsimikas, Bradley, are they going to be good enough for us next season? Maxini, crazy how Kumas wears 9 for Wales. Sorry for spamming. Just don't spam then. CRX, Newcastle's manager is absolute shit. He sold all of their good players. They could go down. He didn't sell him. No, I don't think that's how it works with Eddie Howe. I don't think Eddie Howe wanted to sell those players. Flicked on, near post, good save. Mamardashvili comes out. He's been a lot more composed today. And he gets it out quick as well. Good lad. Here's Soberslai. Out to the left-hand side for Kirkes. Jumps in. Good tackle. Well done. That's a foul and a free kick. Has he actually been officially appointed now, Joe? Is he actually confirmed as manager? Have they actually appointed him? Or is it still rumours? Oh, there you go. First sighting of new head coach Matthias Jaisler in La Manga. Still no word officially from the club. Has he been pictured? Oh, he's there in the club kit, isn't he? He's there in the club suit, yeah. He's appointed. He's just not been officially appointed yet. King Sloth, why does it not say you're live on the red button? What are you looking at me on? I think you're probably looking on Premier League Dad, aren't you? You're not looking at Matchday Tavern. Probably looking at the wrong channel, Sloth. Matchday Tavern. That's where I am nowadays. Leeds. Oh, just wide. Nearly 2-1. Yeah, if you search Key Thomas, Matchday Tavern, you'll find me, mate. I promise you. Rasta, Key, did you hear Slot to Newcastle fan? Well, I heard the rumour, but obviously it's not happened now. They've appointed this Saudi manager. I don't think Slot was particularly interested. I think Slot's... Again, no disrespect to Newcastle, but I think Slot's too big for Newcastle. I think Slot's next job is going to be a much bigger job. I think it's probably likely to be a Barcelona or or a Bayern, someone like that. He'll go to a top team. Pete, I think Hal left because his best players were sold under him. Yeah, they were sold from underneath him, and they weren't signing the players that he wanted, were they? They weren't signing like Manzambi, and they lost a few players who they should have really got that went to rivals and things like that. Victor Munoz was another one to Liverpool. King Sloth, I found you. Cheers, man. Yeah, good to see you. Where is Victor Munoz, by the way? Is he on the bench? No, still no Victor Munoz. Why is Victor Munoz not involved? What's going on with Victor Munoz? I've been looking forward to seeing Victor Munoz. Let's see what's going on with Victor Munoz. Yeah, I don't know why Victor Munoz isn't even playing. Crazy that. Would have expected him to be involved. Oh, he's not joined up with the Liverpool squad yet. There you go. He joins up with the Liverpool squad this week in Liverpool. It was decided that he's not going to go to America on holiday after Spain involvement. He's on a break with Spain after all those minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's mad. I don't get it. I don't get why he couldn't have come straight to the US with us, because he was already out there with Spain anyway, and he hadn't played. I mean, I know he'd trained, but ultimately, I guess, you know, it's not a holiday, is it? I know he sat on the bench, but he was still working, wasn't he? So yeah, he deserves a break. He deserves a holiday, and obviously they probably made the decision. Look, you just go back to Liverpool, get yourself settled in, and we'll see you for the Monaco and the Como games. The good news is he'll be fresh, won't he? He'll be really fresh and ready for it. CRX, how is your name blue? Joe's name's blue because he's one of the mods, mate. He's one of our long-term OGs, channel OGs. They can't work the whole year. No, that's not how it should be. They get paid enough. They should work all the time. Rasta, that Munoz is going to be a great signing for you. I really think so. Honestly, I think people are going to be surprised by Victor Munoz. Everything I've seen of him, I genuinely believe he could be starting more games than many have expected he will. How's it going, Ryan? Thoughts on Bruno G to Arsenal? Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good signing short term. I'm not so sure it's a very smart signing long term for Arsenal. Sir, is Virgil back yet? Again, I think the decision was taken that he wouldn't meet up with the squad in the US. So the decision was that he would have some time off. He had a long season last year, then had a World Cup. I think it was always likely that he was going to be left out of the US tour, and he'll come back to us in the Como and Monaco games. CRX, what's a mod? A mod is basically someone who, when people come in and spam and misbehave and swear and maybe say things they shouldn't say, because you occasionally get some not very nice people in the chat who come in and say some awful things. The mods will remove them and generally keep chat going. They're nice people. They're nice, friendly people who've been with the channel for a long time, who know what it's about, who love the community, and we love them. And they play a very, very important job on the channel. It means they have body modifications, AI stuff, real grizzly. To be fair, Northville, you've been around the block a long time now, mate. I don't know if you've... did I ask you if you wanted to be one? You can happily be one. I'll happily make you a mod if you want a little blue tag for the season. You can happily have one. It's entirely yours. It's a big responsibility, with great power and all that. You don't get to web people. Max Darwin is going to be unreal. What do you think? If it's whether or not he gets the game time. If you sign someone like Vinny, you're not getting You're absolutely not getting Max Darman and Wanyeri are probably going to go, aren't they? Manchester United fan, could I possibly be a mod on TikTok? Honestly, mate, I don't really need a mod on TikTok. Tends to be easy to mod itself. Yeah, it's easy enough, that. Leeds strike, it's 2-1. Oh, there you go. 60 minutes, it's been coming. They've been knocking on the door, second half. Good finish from Leeds, and it's Brendan Aronson makes it 2-1. Do you still think Vinny is a smokescreen? Yeah, he's not coming to Arsenal. But if you were to get another attacker, then yeah, Darman or Wanyeri's going to go. Probably Wanyeri. Oh yes, empower me. Oh God, yeah, you're a United fan. Christ, we can't have a United fan. I might have to rethink this. I can't take it back. Right, here we go. Add as mod. There you go. You should now have a lovely blue name next time. Jelly, full immunity. Oh, yeah. Jelly. This charming Dan VVD is also an older fella, so he probably needs a bit of extra time off. It's the same with Xhaka for us and Mounier. Yes, absolutely. In fact, Dan, go on. You can jump on. We'll have a Sunderland fan as a mod as well. There you go. Christ. Now we've got Joe and Dan as mods. That's a real problem. The Mackhams and the Mags as mods. Champions 26. You've got to be. You've got to be champions. If you're not champions this year, it's humiliating. You should be sacking him. Vinny's just using Arsenal for a bigger contract, says King Sloth. Why would he move to a team with no Champions Leagues? Not my words, the words of Top Gear magazine. Yes, Rachel. Good to see you again, Rachel. How's things? Liverpool 2, Leeds 1. Still time. We have a Chelsea fan as mod. Can't get any worse. Oh, yeah. Timbo. Jesus Christ. Chelsea fan. But there's a nice diverse mix now of mods. No worries, Dan. Hey, listen, you're part of the furniture now, sir. It wouldn't feel right without you. Carl, not coming to Arsenal. Don't you mean not going to Arsenal? Secret Gooner key. Or did I say coming then, not going? The mask has slipped. Went from Arsenal never going to win it to having to win it back to back, which your club has never. Our club has never. Liverpool have won the league title loads of times back to back. Loads of times. Loads of times. Yeah, Victor Munoz. I think Victor Munoz. Liverpool play poop. Hey, hang on. In fact, we've won it 3 in a row. I don't know why you're talking about back to back. Liverpool have won it 3 in a row. Timbo, hello. Just came back from watching the new Spider-Man film. Was decent. Lovely. Have you seen The Odyssey yet? Everyone's whinging about that, or raging about that, or saying it's brilliant, or crap, or some mixture of the two. Yeah, Shell's a mod. Oh no, Shell's not a mod. Shell was a mod on Shell was a mod on Premier League Dad. There you go. We'll make Shell a mod for the season. There you go. We've got an Evertonian as a mod now. Shell, you've been modded up. You've been modded. Dylan, what do you do if Vinny goes to Arsenal? He isn't. Norgard better than Stevie G Key, more Premier Leagues. Yeah, Jimmy Traore's better than Thierry Henry. More Champions Leagues. P2 scored for Leeds, Key. Brendan Aronson. Liverpool haven't done anything second half. We've been all over the place. There you go, Shell. 3-star, can't ban you now. Christ, I've just modded an Everton fan and a United fan. There's a very good chance I get banned soon. Matchday Tavern, hard user from this channel. Leeds have dominated. Do you know what they have? They have second half. There's no doubt about it. 20 minutes into the second half, Leeds have definitely dominated. We've lost our outball with Rio going off, with Isak going off, with Wirtz going off. That attack has completely changed, and it's just Liverpool haven't really got anything in that final third now. You know, we're relying on Kumas, Chiesa, and Curtis Jones, and there's no pace in that, is there? Kumas, Chiesa, and Curtis Jones is not an attack that Liverpool can really hurt Leeds with. So yeah, second half, Leeds have definitely dominated. Shell, I haven't paid, Key. Paid what? You don't have to pay. You have to pay to be a mod. No, that's just a responsibility. You don't have to have it, of course. Leeds in the box. Good defending from Liverpool. Still keeping it 2-1. Traore and Henry both have one Champions League each. I know, mate. I was just making a silly argument in response to the silly argument that Norgard is better than Gerrard. It was just a flippant comment. I make the same argument with Cantona. Traore's got more Champions Leagues than Cantona, therefore he must be better. Corner, Leeds, header, good defending from Liverpool again. Played out to the edge of the box. Leeds now starting to get more of the ball and hurting Liverpool with those long balls in, and Duckway dominating in the air. This is better from Liverpool defensively, but they've got to hang on. A lot of pressure coming down that left side. It's going to go behind for a goal kick. Good, thank God for that. Dara, that's a lot of people being mods. Do you know what though, mate? At the end of the day, if you know they're part of the furniture, they've been around a long time, and if you're around a long time, I'll happily make other people mods if they want to be mods. Liam, how have we played overall? First half, you were all over the place. Liverpool, well, I won't say you were all over the place. Liverpool were much the better side and deserved to be 2-0 up at half time. Second half, you've brought on your big guns, let's say. You've brought on Calvert-Lewin, you've brought on Harry Wilson, you've brought on Aronson, and you've taken off Tanaka, Dan James, who was pretty ineffective, and you've immediately had a go at us. And second half, you've been much better than us. You've brought it back to 2-1. Good goal from Aronson. And, you know, the pressure now is starting to mount on Liverpool. Liverpool making a few changes here now. Kostas Tsimikas, Calvin Ramsey, Harvey Elliott, and Dye coming on. Here you go. So 4 more changes for Liverpool. Chambers goes off, the goal scorer. It's a memorable day for him, scoring for Liverpool on the US tour. This charming Dan, it's been a typical friendly second half. All the subs have disrupted the game so much I forgot the match was even on. Evan Power, I'll happily be one. Really love syncing my matches to your watch-along. United fan. Oh, good. Love that, Evan. That's really sound, mate. Love that. Listen, get involved in the chat like as much as you can. It's nice to see you pop in and have a chat every now and then we know. Because there's a lot of people, I do know there's quite a lot of people who come in regularly like yourself and maybe don't comment a whole lot. But yeah, get involved in the chat. Have a chat with people. It's a great community of people that make this channel what it is. And yeah, get amongst it. I won't be commenting in the chat, Joe, because I know you're actually going to try and ban me. You're going to try and hide me. Hide me from the channel. Key cannot speak on his own channel. Rachel, I think Liverpool need better midfield power. I don't like this Morrison. Well, Milos Kerkez has just gone off. Chambers has gone off. For Tsimikas has come on for Frimpong. Ramsey for Morrison. Elliott for Szoboszlai. And Dye for Chambers. Yeah, there you go. Adam, I like how it didn't show who Szoboszlai gave the armband to. He's got to have gone and given it to Curtis. Yeah, just to avoid the argument again. You'll be understaffed soon when those floods of viewers come crawling back when the season kicks off. To be honest, I imagine once the season kicks off, there'll be quite a few people who go, Key's not been live for months. What's been going on? Milky Moo, Liverpool smelling a little bit cheesy here. Yeah, well, cheesy is probably not the word I would use. But we're not doing so great. We are smelling a bit off. City of Northville, didn't want to have to hide you, but you covered your mouth at the 1 hour and 37-second mark. That's out of the rules this season. Good flick on, must be. It's 2-2. Oh, that's been coming. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. It's the ex-Evertonian. It's 2-2. Liverpool 2, Leeds 2, 20 minutes to go. And who would back against Leeds now going on to win this? And it was a flick on as well from the new signing, £37 million. Tarek Muremovic at the near post. It was a long throw in. Leeds playing like Arsenal. Flicked on at the near post by Muremovic. And there's Dominic Calvert-Lewin at the back stick to smash it home past Mamadashvili, who couldn't do a thing, to be honest. He's 3 yards out. He just smashes it in. And there you go. Liverpool 2, Leeds 2. We threw away a 2-goal lead. Liverpool must do better. Must do better. Maxini, who scored Leeds first? Leeds first was scored by Brendan Aronson. The 2 subs have scored, actually. Yeah, the 2 subs. It was Brendan Aronson off the bench and now Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 20 minutes left has just equalised for Leeds. And honestly, I think the way this is going, I can only see Leeds winning it. They're in the ascendancy here. Liverpool lost all of our threats. Just taking Wirtz, Isak and Engamoa off. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it's taken. 3-star, gonna call it a night, everyone. This old mod needs a kip. See you all tomorrow. Take care. Take it easy, mate. Not making it through to full time. Demote him. No. Good night, mate. Have a nice night. Take it easy. Have a good one. See you soon. We'll be back to Forest games soon, I'm sure. Andy, hey Key, how are you? I'm good, Andy. How are you, sir? Did Isak play well? He did. He played very well. Yes, Isak did. He had a good game. And Wirtz and Frimpong. They've all done well tonight. Maxini, did anyone get an assist for Brendan Aronson's goal? Well, according to this, it was Ampadu. Yeah, Ampadu got the assist. Leeds knocking it around, dominating Liverpool. We've got penned in our own half a little bit here. I would say we need to get a bit more pace up the top end, but we haven't got anyone now. We literally haven't got anyone. Good ball in. Pull back. Must be 3. Oh, it is 3. Jesus Christ. Longstaff. It's 3-2. No. Liverpool 2. Leeds 3. Oh, guys. And it's such a bad goal to concede. I did call it as soon as we went 2-1. It just looked like Leeds were going to go on to win this. I know it's only a friendly, but it's such a sloppy bit of defending. Oh, and who's that who doesn't get the tackling? Curtis. Curtis pulling out of a tackle. Tell me he's not got the armband on. Oh, give me the armband. Give me the armband. Pulling out of a tackle like that. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, he has got the armband as well. He made sure he got it this time, and he's just shit out of a tackle. And for that reason, Liverpool are now a goal down, and it ain't going to be going back. I'm telling you, that's us now. That could be 4-2. Leeds will go on and score again. Liverpool 2, Leeds 3, 2-0 up at half-time. Remember, Leeds have come out second half, and within 28 minutes, they've wiped the floor with us. Andy, I'm good. I'm in the Bramley-Moore pub. Oh, lovely. Nice. The Lord had an assist on that. Teaching Tony, why do every time I come in here it's a catatonic goal? Catatonic goal. It's catatonic defending, I'll tell you that. Long switch over to the left-hand side. Here's Kostas Tsimikas. Can Liverpool get back in this? Not like that, they can't. Gives the ball away. And then Duckway wins it back off Calvert-Lewin. He's been an absolute Rolls Royce in this pre-season. Ifeanyi and Duckway, we've got to get him out on loan somewhere. The fact that we can't play him this season is a real disaster, because I feel like he could get minutes in the first team, but unfortunately, work permit issues prevent him from playing for Liverpool this season. Here's Chiesa driving forward. Terrible ball from Harvey Elliott, who gives it away so cheaply. Harvey, you've got to do better. Got to do better. Bradders just shows the difference subs can make. And are we Iraola out yet? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Hey, if this is only marginally more patience than Arne Slot got. Labogle says Labugi shipped 3 goals in the second half. I told you your centre-backs are mid, mate. Yeah, but it's not. None of our centre-backs are playing. You can't say your centre-backs are mid when none of them are actually playing. Van Dijk's not on the pitch. Jacket's not on the pitch. Leone's not on the pitch. Gomez isn't on the pitch. None of our 4 centre... We've literally got kids on the pitch, mate. None of whom will actually play any minutes for Liverpool this season. Carl O'Neill, don't worry, Key. You still have Van Dijk to come back and sort it out. He will. I'm sure he will. So frustrating, this. We were there. We had him. We literally had him. Dirty Leeds. Right, Scanlon comes on for Liverpool now. I have liked Scanlon, to be honest, when he's played. He's got a little bit about him. Callum Scanlon gets up and down that left side. He had a loan with Cardiff last season. It didn't quite work out for him. Didn't get a huge amount of game time for Cardiff. DJ Mr. B, what's the weather? Very nice. Yeah, it looks nice out there. Chicago. Timbo, friendlies mean absolutely nothing, to be fair. Spurs beat Arsenal in pre-season last year. Shell's a mod. Better not step out of line now, then. I told you, mate. Shell will be banning me soon, especially when it's the derby. Their fans are also the worst of all. Who? Who's the worst of all? United fans or Leeds, or who are you talking about? How's it going, Ryan? Good to see you, mate. Leeds. Oh, nearly. It's raining Liverpool tears. Indeed it is. I can't see Liverpool doing nothing this season. I agree with you. I think, to be honest, at this moment in time, I can't see us finishing any higher than 5th. We've got a lot of signings to make. Alistair Johnson tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do a bit of Ali Johnson scouting tomorrow, Shell, if you fancy watching Celtic with us. What club do you think Manu Kone will go to? I don't know. I don't think he will move on, to be honest. Robbo, just waiting for you to blame the loss on Arsenal. I've never blamed a loss on Arsenal. I wouldn't start now. Alistair Johnston, ain't he coming to us? Yeah, well, we've got Shell. Shell's in the other chat. He's one of our mods she's one of our mods. Sorry, Shell. She's one of our mods who is an Everton fan. She's a big Everton fan. And yeah, she's been talking about Ali Johnston potentially coming to Everton as their new right back. Ben, we need to be a lot more active in the window. I'm shocked we haven't been so far. Well, the rumours are we're only going to sign one winger. There is no right winger coming in now. Frimpong, Munoz and Rio all deemed capable of playing on that right-hand side. I think unless if Gakpo goes to Spurs, and it's going to take a very big offer for Gakpo to go to Spurs, then we might get a second winger in. But I certainly can't see it. It would be a silly, silly decision to sell Cody Gakpo. And the 70 million, I think, is poxy for him. If we get 70 million for Cody Gakpo, I think it's a disaster. If you sell Crescencio Somerville went for 70 million. If Crescencio Somerville is 70 million, then Cody Gakpo's 80, 90 million of anyone's money. He's a title winner. Timbo, how are Liverpool this far away from being good enough to win the league a year after winning it? I guess Salah and Van Dijk carried a bunch of top 4 level players to a title. No, I disagree. I think Alisson was there, and Trent was there, and Robertson was at his peak, and there's a lot there, isn't there? That's changed, and Luis Diaz, and Liverpool have lost about half of the team that we had when we won the title. So it's not like it's a big fall off. Half of the team's gone. Jota was a big part of that team. Jota's gone. We don't have Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez brought pace and energy. Don't have that anymore. Rio has to play left side. No, he doesn't. Rio can play right. Rio's played right throughout this pre-season as well. I mean, he played left tonight, but he has played right throughout pre-season. He scored and assisted from the right-hand side last year. If you remember in the Nottingham Forest game, he created... Was it the equaliser or the winner? I think it was the equaliser. He created that from the right-hand side. He can play on the right. There's no doubt at all Rio can play off the right. And there's no doubt at all that certainly Victor Munoz can. Munoz did it for Osasuna many times last year. So Munoz and Rio will be comfortable enough on that right-hand side. We've seen Wirtz as well play off that right-hand side too at times. And Frimpong tonight I thought was really good off the right. So I think we've got options. We have got enough there, but I can only see us getting hopefully Barcola, but then if Gakpo goes, maybe a second one. I really hope we don't get Gakpo sold. How many players do you think we bring in? At this moment, Ben, I would say probably 3. I think Curtis goes and we'll need to replace him. Apparently there's a lot of noise about Adam Wharton again. Liverpool looking at Adam Wharton to replace Curtis Jones, if indeed that does happen. Something tells me Curtis will stay now. I'm not averse to that, but I don't think he'll sign a new contract. I think we'll just let him go on a free again next season, because it's got to be worth keeping him another year than letting him go for 20 million quid or 25 million to Inter Milan, which is just disrespectful, to be honest. Curtis Jones on 2-3 years of his contract is again, probably 80 million quid of player. With 1 year left on his contract, maybe you'd get 45 for him. But, you can't be saying 25 million for Curtis Jones. That's an insulting offer. That's ridiculous. He's 80 million quid of anyone's money. Gooners Villains, how much do they want for Wharton? Allegedly, he has a buyout clause in his Palace contract. How true that is, we don't know. But there was rumours of 60 to 70 million quid around that benchmark for Wharton. And if indeed that's the case, then again, yeah, I'd be interested, and he would be a very good replacement. Michael Bilson, did someone say 80 million? Well, make the case that he's not 80 million quid. How is 80 million quid an irrelevant or unreasonable fee for Curtis Jones when Matthias Fernandes has just gone for 80 million from West Ham? Curtis Jones has won Premier League titles. He's won, he's been part of teams that have gone to Champions League finals. He's played for some of the best club sides that Liverpool have produced, that the Premier League has seen over the last 5-6 years. Timbo were apparently wanting to sell Enzo to get Wharton and Alex Scott. Alex Scott would be perfect for us. Not Daniel, I'm getting a bit worried about Vinny to Arsenal. Don't worry about it. Vinny's not going to Arsenal. He's not going. He's not going to Arsenal. Leeds, can we have a fourth, please? Right, Shell, you're pushing your luck now. This charming Dan Key, have you warmed to the possible Barcola signing, or would you still rather not have him? I've probably warmed to it a little bit. I've conceded that it's more likely to happen, and therefore I've got round to the idea, but he doesn't seem to be an obvious fit for Andoni Iraola's system. On the face of it, it does feel like we're going to have to adapt a little bit to get the best out of him. Oh, it's there. It's 4-2. Fucking hell, Liverpool. We've collapsed. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with the header. We've absolutely caved in here. No! It's not a good sign. It's Liverpool 2, Leeds United 4. It's been coming. They've dominated us this second half. You know, you can try and say it's only a friendly, but it is frustrating when you're seeing your team totally capitulate like this. And it does lead to, you know, where's the pride? Where's the pride? You're 2-0 up, protect the lead, or at least... I know it's about fitness, I know it's about pre-season, and it's all about that, really. But still, you don't want to get into a habit of losing games. And losing games in this manner as well. Leeds will be delighted with this. Turning it round from 2-0 down at half-time. And they were battered. They were done in the first half, Leeds. It's all come because we've taken off 4 of our best players, basically. We took off our best players, our only pace at the top end. And the game's effectively dropped out. There you go. Not good. Maxini, did anyone get the assist key? The assist for that one was Sebastian Bornau. Again, another assist. Belgian centre-back, Sebastian Bornau. Brentford have got the best deal recently, the midfielder from Lens. Yes, Sangare, looking forward to it. Do you know what? He might feature in episode 3. I don't know if you've been keeping up with my series of shorts. 8 new faces to watch in the Premier League this season. I did episode 1 and episode 2. I'm going to be doing episode 3 tomorrow. And Sangare probably will feature on that one. I think he'll be a really, really good signing for Brentford. Hey, there you go, Shell. Thank you very much, lovely. Enough time for a comeback? Probably not, no. Friendlies give players who don't play a chance to show what they can do. Hopefully warrant first team spots. This isn't going well. Well, to be fair, the issues tonight have come from long throw-ins into the box. Leeds have scored from set pieces, really. They've dominated us, and that comes from not having 2 solid centre-backs in there. And Duckway and Dye and Chambers, the kids, you know, they're not dominant physical centre-backs. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin's probably one of the best centre-forwards in world football, isn't he, at that specific thing, right? If you're talking about a centre-forward who wins nearly everything in the air, holds the ball up, dominates in the air physically, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's probably up there with the very best there is in world football right now. And has been for many years. He's done that very well. He can't finish too well quite often, but he can certainly win you the ball in the air, and he's done that tonight. He's come off the bench and scored 2. Evertonians haunting Liverpool, I know. Tell me about it. Joe, guys, I forgot the FPL code. Any chance you could send again, please? Joe, you lazy bastard. It's in the description. You know where it is. Find it yourself. Michael Bilson, I can't listen anymore when we're saying Calvert-Lewin's up there and the best in the world and anything. Well, go on, name me 10 better centre-forwards than Dominic Calvert-Lewin at winning the ball in the air. Name me 10 better. If you can name me 10 better centre-forwards at doing specifically that thing, I'll concede. Name me 10. Because if there's 10, then he's not amongst the best in the world, is he? But I don't think you can name me 10 better centre-forwards than Calvert-Lewin at that specific thing. I think it highlights the lack of depth in the squad right now. It does. Yeah, that's true, Guru. You're right, mate. Timbo, he always scores versus you. You should have signed him like we did with Welbeck. I don't think that would have gone down so well with the Ev, you know. Anwath, yet he is the best. I mean, he's one of the best. Like I said, he's one of the best. That was the important distinction. He's one of the best. 4 conceded. You're right, Steve. Yep, not a good night. Not a good night. Hugo Ekitike can't come back fast enough. Neither can Van Dijk, and maybe this will convince Liverpool we need to go into the market and get a centre back as well. Ryan says, Key, can you give me your opinion on Everton's transfer business? I mean, Norgard and Hackney. It's not a bad signing, that, actually. Yeah, it's not a bad signing. Amwath, no chance he plays for Leeds. That suggests that anyone who plays for the team that's not at the top end of the table can't be world class at any specific metric. I just don't agree with that. Not Daniel. England's future is in good hands with Rio, JJ Gabriel, and Max Darwin. I don't think all of them play for England. I'll tell you that now. There's always 3 kids. There's always 3 kids who are the next big thing and whatever. I think Rio will. Maybe Max Darwin will. JJ Gabriel. I remember. We've had this before. We've had this. There's always the next 3 kids who are going to be unbelievable. It never quite transpires that way. You never know what they're going to develop like. Ravel Morrison. Whatever happened to him, he was the best that Sir Alex Ferguson has ever seen. Sometimes they just don't kick on. It does happen. You know, he's going to be the best player in world football. He could be winning Ballon d'Or. Sometimes the little shitbags, and they don't develop and they don't take the career seriously. Or sometimes they get injuries and it knocks them back. Or sometimes all things can happen. You just never know. Sometimes they get, you know, when they grow, when they develop and the body's mature to like 24, 25, they get more muscle injuries and things like that. Lots of things can happen. Too much can go wrong to say that you can put a 16, 17, 18-year-old with any certainty in that England squad. Shell, am I okay to go, Key, or do I have to stay to the end? Oh, Shell, you can go whenever you want, love. You don't have to be here all the time. You pop in the same way as often as you want to, as often as you're able to, and go when you're ready, love. Kevin Bonner, Key, too confident, got your ass slapped. What, in this game? Well, we were 2-0 up, mate. We were cruising. I don't think it was too confident. We were fine. Leeds we've just folded, haven't we? Just absolutely folded. Can you ever be confident with that defence? Probably not. No, I mean, again, it's young lads. It's Chambers and Duckwey and Dye, Scanlon. You know, we've not got a defensive. It's not a first team defence. It's not even. Those won't even make the bench for Liverpool in the Premier League this season. So it is hard to really look at. Oh, it should be. Oh, nearly 5-2 Leeds. Jesus Christ. Kevin, I got to mention, take care, buddy. Take it easy, Kevin. Have a good night, man. Shell clocking off early, part-timer. And oh, yeah, she's slacking. She's got the blue badge and she's off. That's it. Is Jackie going to be back for first game? Yeah, Jackie's going to be involved in the Monaco game, apparently, next week. So Jackie, Van Dijk, Victor Munoz will all be involved when Liverpool play against Monaco on the 9th of August. Allegedly, Leone could be involved as well then. And if Barcola is back, or if Barcola is signed, hopefully there is hope that Liverpool will have that one wrapped up in the next 7 days. Shell, I've never been a mod thingy. Shell, nothing changes, lovely. All it does is it just means that you're able to kind of ban people and mute people. And if people are a bit nasty or... when I say a bit nasty, remember, we are very... I will say this to every mod. We're very, very light touch. We don't ban people or mute people very often. They have to be really, really pushing the luck. And we do warn them first. We always, unless it's like spam, unless it's like, you know, people coming in and sharing links to streams and things like that, or anything racist or any of the isms, phobias. You can get them gone immediately. But anyone who's just being a bit of a tit, if they come in and they say anything horrible about me, I'm not bothered. You can leave them be. They'll come in, they'll have a whinge, they'll move on, it's fine. Owen Miller, is this Liverpool team mainly going to play in the reserve squad? Probably, yeah. I would imagine most of these will be in the under-21s. Many will go out on loan. Many will probably move on before the start of the season. You know, you look at the likes of Scanlon, for example. Callum Scanlon is now 21. He's getting on. He'll probably want to start playing first-team football. The same with Calvin Ramsey, who's 23 now. Calvin Ramsey has bounced around the likes of Preston, Kilmarnock, Wigan, Bolton on loan. He needs to be playing first-team football for somebody. He's not good enough for Liverpool. He's not good enough for the Premier League. He's not good enough for the Championship. But here he is playing at right back today for Liverpool. Danny, wasting your money on Barcola when the rest of the team needs major help. Oh, I don't doubt that we need signings in other places, mate, but I think we do absolutely need a winger. There's no doubt about that. Gamer Guru, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Yes! That's the most important thing. Thanks for Liverpool stream. Love you, Key. Love you too, Shahid. Good to see you, man, as always. Great to see you. This charming Dan, exactly. I wish I had a quid for the amount of young players I've seen come through that I thought would be the next big thing, only for them to do fuck all. It's true. Yeah, I was absolutely certain Liverpool, I can name you loads of our big stars who were going to be unbelievable. Neil Mellor was going to be amazing. Ben Woodburn, Christian Nemeth. Any other Liverpool players you can name for me if you can go back in the last 25 years who just never quite kicked on. Neil Mellor scored an obscene amount of goals at reserve level. There you go. Danny Farke gives a big hug to Andoni Iraola and says thanks. Thanks for throwing it away, Andoni. Shocking. Well, there you go. Liverpool 2, Leeds United 4. Liverpool 2-0 up at half-time. We were cruising. We took off our best players. Leeds came back into it and absolutely smashed us. Right. Thank you, everyone, for tonight. I really appreciate you all. Really appreciate all the love, all the comments. If you haven't yet, do us a favour. Make sure you hit like on the video. Make sure you've subscribed if you've not already. Make sure you join the Matchday Tavern Fantasy Premier League as well. The link is in the description. Go and join the Fantasy Premier League. You can enter your team and you can potentially win the Matchday Tavern Golden Tankard Trophy. I'll show it to you before the season kicks off. I'll get it made. And we can, I'll show it you at some point over the next month or so. I'll show you the Golden Tankard. And it's yours, whoever wins the FPL. Anyway, right. I will see you all tomorrow. We've got Celtic versus Dundee tomorrow night. Scottish Premiership, 7:30 p.m. We'll do that one, 7:15. I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll have another halftime quiz. And we'll have another chat. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be maybe some more news that has arrived, whether it's Vinny. Vinny signed for Arsenal. Doubt it somehow. Take it easy. Great stream as everyone, as always, everyone. Take it easy and catch you tomorrow. Ta-ra. Have a nice night.